The very beginning of this week's parasha starts off, Tzav et Aharon vet banav lemor zot Torah ha'olah. Command Aharon and his sons, saying, this is the law of the Olah offering. The Midrash comments that when the Torah says Tzav, command, this means that there needs to be extra attention given to the execution of the subsequent statement or action. But why would the Kohen need to be extra careful when offering up the Olah offering? The Midrash continues and says that the Kohen needs to be careful due to a loss of money. If an Olah offering is completely burnt on the altar, then according to the Midrash, whose money is lost? There can be two possibilities. One possibility is that the money is of the person who brought the korban. However, a person bringing an Olah offering knows in advance that the offering will be completely burnt on the altar. Of course, the money will be expended without any material benefit in return, but the person would have taken that into account when they decided to bring the Olah offering. Moreover, the command is not to the person bringing the offering, but to the Kohen. So it makes sense to say the money lost is not referring to the person who offered up the korban. Alternatively, the Midrash must understand that it is the Kohen who experiences a loss of money. If the animal is completely burnt on the altar and it belongs to the person who offered it, how is there any loss to the Kohen? Any personal korban that was brought by an individual was eaten by a Kohen. That was part of the benefits enjoyed by the priests. The main exception was the Olah offering. Here, the Kohen did all the work to make sure that it was offered up correctly, but he had no benefit or recompense for all his work done. According to the Midrash, the Torah cautions the Kohen to be careful to do his job exactly as expected. The Kohanim were known to be careful and took great pride in being meticulous in their job in the temple. So why would the Torah suspect that they might be derelict in their duty and believe it necessary to urge them to be extra careful in bringing the Olah offering? If by most personal offerings the Kohen does receive material benefits for his efforts, but for this particular korban he doesn't, deep down the Kohen might somehow resent his participation in this korban and unconsciously sabotage the offering process in some way, thereby inadvertently invalidating it. Accordingly, the Midrash understands that the Torah is cautioning the Kohanim in advance to not let their personal feelings or interests interfere with their task at hand. It is when interests meet counter-interests that can lead to a Chilul Hashem. If it can happen in the temple, it can certainly happen in more mundane places in life too. And the Torah is cautioning us to be on guard so that we do not let that happen. Shabbat Shalom.